You may recognize our next guest as one of the top finalists in Last Comic Standing, along with some of your favorite late-night talk shows. You can now catch him at Punchline Sac, but he made a pit stop to YCL first. We have comedian Michael Palascak joining us now. Hi, Michael.
Hi.
We're happy to have you on today.
I'm happy to be here.
How are you liking Sacramento?
You know, I got in late last night, early this morning. So what I've seen, it is the best city in America to like wake up and go do TV at.
Do you say that in every city you visit?
How would you know?
Okay. Okay, so I have to ask you, what's it like starting out as a comedian? It seems...
You know, you drive everywhere. I had a really old car, and I remember whenever I accelerated and it was cold outside, the inside lights would flicker on and off, and the locks go back and forth really fast. I never brought it in to get it fixed, because what do you even say? Like, what's wrong with your car? I'm pretty sure the previous owner is still inside. So, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Okay, as a comedian, who are some comedians that have inspired you?
You know, like, my parents were kind of strict with what I could watch growing up. So it was like Seinfeld, and then a guy who, Cosby, he was a good comedian. You know, he's a, people I look to, but they're criminals now. So what do you say? Like, but yeah, just the people that started out that my parents let me watch. And then Mitch Hedberg was one of my favorites, and he's not alive. So everyone I liked is either dead or in jail. So that's good.
You're like, so
hopefully
those are the role models for Michael right here. All right, and I mean, you've been on The Tonight Show, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Last Comic Standing, like we mentioned. The list goes on and on. What has been your favorite TV show appearance?
My very favorite ever was Your California Life right now.
Thank you. Yeah. You know, that's the winning answer.
I'm glad we rehearsed this before.
Yes, we practiced.
That one too. That one
too. I mean, you know, no biggie, just Jay Leno. But okay, how do you come up with your material? I always want to know.
So I don't know how people do it, but usually something happens, and then I just write it down. Like when I was in college, people want to know, like, what are you going to do after you graduate? And everyone just keeps asking you, and eventually I was just like, I'm pretty sure my parents are taking me out to eat.
That's literally the next.
That was my first joke that everyone liked except my dad. He was like, no, you should probably work.
Like, I need you to have a plan. Have you ever offended family members or friends when you incorporate them into your jokes?
So it depends. Like, I lived at home with my parents for a while, and I had a joke about how my parents had an awesome washer and dryer. So I put my clothes in the washer, and they came out folded on my bed. And and it worked. Like, that's what happened, and the joke worked. But then my mom was like, the next time that happened, she's like, your stuff's in the washer. And I was like, no, this is my career. You can't
change the stuff on me, Mom. She took a stance. And you're also a father. Congratulations to you. You're a dad.
Yep, I love it. They say being a parent is a full-time job, but it seems more like an unpaid internship.
Oh, wow.
For the first 5 years, you bring your boss lunch, he just throws it on the ground half the time.
Just throws it on the ground. What's your favorite thing about being a father?
I love how tired you can be and people still let you watch over a child. Like, whenever my friends became parents, I would look at my friends and be like, wow, how do you know when to go to the doctor because you look sick every day? Like, it's just, you're so worn down, but then they look at you with such joy, and it's very fun.
Okay, along with being a father, being a comedian, what do you do in your free time?
I love sports.
Okay.
That's my favorite. I like watching at home or going to games. Because you go to a bar and people are just screaming at the TV, you know, like,
angry.
I can't believe he dropped that pass. So, he's being chased by the strongest and fastest humans ever. And once he touches it, they're going to physically assault him.
Right.
So you can't believe he dropped. I've dropped my phone before because it rang. So I get.
You get it. Are you a Kings fan? You know, that's Sacramento Kings.
Of course. They've been my favorite team since Mitch Richmond.
Okay.
And I do like, is Buddy Hield still here?
You know, I think he was.
Let's do Kings trivia. That's right.
He was here. He's not anymore.
Oh, he's not anymore. I was a big fan. I liked him in college a lot, and I was happy that he came here. Yeah.
Go Kings. Okay, I also have to ask you, did you have any other jobs before you became a comedian?
Yeah, my first job ever, I worked at a graveyard. I was a graveyard weed whacker, which is a weird job.
That's a
you know, it's a weird job because people, you know, like, what do you do? Oh, I do yard work for really old people. That's what
really old
people that can't go out there and do it on their own.
Yeah. Well, Michael, you're going to be at Punchline Sacramento. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, tonight. That's what I'm here for. Yes. And I'll see a Kings game.
There we go, if they're playing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
For sure. Thanks for having me.
And if you want to get more from Michael, you can visit his website at Palascak.
Palascak.
MichaelPalascak.com. Thank you, Michael.